Have you ever wondered why golf balls have dimples? Why aren't they just smooth spheres? Well, it has to do with the way the air travels over the ball when you hit that beautiful 5-iron. I bet you're also wondering why a soccer ball is talking to you about golf. Well, Dimples the golf ball just couldn't make it. Wanted too much money, and I was available and was willing to do this gratis. So let's find out what those dimples are all about. Golf balls haven't always looked the way they do right now. When golf appeared in Scotland in the early 1400s, you can pretty much guess that those golf balls didn't have dimples. Did you know that there is a National Dimples Day? It's July the 9th. Just an FYI. Anyway, the golf ball, like most other things over the past 620 years or so, has changed over the years, to put it mildly. Yes, that simple little bitty ball. But you will find that that little white ball, or whatever color you use, does a lot for your game, depending on what you do with it. You can find tons of info saying that the first golf ball was a wooden ball, but that has never really been confirmed. If you believe that, hey, don't feel bad. I believed it too. The first website I used for this video claimed that wooden golf balls were the first golf balls, and they were made out of wood. And since I'm not a one-trick pony, one source pony that is, I did more digging. Turns out there isn't evidence to support that a wooden ball was ever used, at least on the links. Oopsie. Well, it turns out that this misunderstanding may be because games that resembled golf were played with wooden balls. Early golf balls were imported from the Netherlands. These were made of stitched leather filled with cow's hair. The importation of the hairy golf balls stopped because the balance of trade between the Netherlands and the UK was affected. Golf balls were then manufactured in Scotland and were made of cowhide stuffed with goose feathers. These balls were made by leather workers, mostly shoemakers. These balls were expensive, as the process was time-consuming and one ball could be the same as the price of a golf club. The next ball was manufactured around 1848 from gutta percha packing material. The gutta ball was more durable and cost less than the feather ball and replaced it. Unfortunately, these balls had to be re-smoothed by boiling them, or the flight of the golf ball was impaired. This issue led to the development of the hand-hammered gutta. Patterning started to appear on the golf balls. Surface texturing on golf balls became more common when it was discovered that the texture improved golf ball flight. One of the more popular patterns was the bramble ball that had an even pattern of knots on its surface. The rubber ball was the first ball where the dimple pattern appeared. This ball was invented in 1898 by Cleveland golfer Coburn Haskell, along with Bertram Work of B.F. Goodrich. That's right, the tire people. The ball featured rubber thread wound around a solid rubber core. This ball was aerodynamically superior to the previous golf balls. Since there were no golf ball police, there were no standards in golf ball manufacture. In 1932, the United States Golf Association established standards for golf balls. These are the dimpled balls that we use today. But why is it that dimples make golf balls aerodynamically superior to the earlier smooth golf balls? Well, get into the swing of things with me as I try to avoid as many hazards as I can to find out about those dimples so that you don't have to. For a golf ball to get the kind of distance you want, it has to have lift. You also need to reduce the drag that the air has on the ball as much as you can. In this regard, a golf ball is like an airplane and operates according to Bernoulli's principle, formulated by Swiss mathematician Daniel Bernoulli. You remember that, right? You learned it in school. Well, maybe you just don't remember. But anyway, in a nutshell, it states that faster-moving air has lower pressure than slower-moving air. That explains why an airplane wing is shaped the way it is, so it can obtain lift. Let's take a look at my beautiful airplane wing illustration. I know down deep that my artwork won't be fully appreciated until long after I'm gone. Okay, it only took the pen tool and paint bucket tool in Photoshop, but give me a break. So let's get started. When an airplane takes off, air flows over the top and bottom of the wing. Since there is a greater distance for air to travel over the top of the wing, the air moves faster than it does on the bottom. The faster moving air on the top of the wing has less air pressure than the slower moving air on the bottom of the wing. This causes lift, and the airplane rises into the air. A golf ball needs lift too. The lift is initially given to the ball by the golf club. That's why the face of golf clubs are at an angle. The angled face of the golf club also gives the ball backspin, as seen in this illustration. Because of this spin, the air going over the ball is moving faster than the air underneath. As with the airplane wing, this causes more air pressure underneath the ball than on top, creating lift, dimples or no dimples. Mr. Bernoulli strikes again. A smooth golf ball only travels half as far as a dimpled golf ball does. This was observed back in the smooth golf ball era, when someone noticed that scuffed up or dimpled golf balls traveled farther than smooth ones did. This phenomenon is called the Magnus effect, named after German physicist Heinrich Gustav Magnus. Let's compare a smooth golf ball with a dimpled one to better understand this. When a golf ball flies through the air, there's a certain amount of drag, dimples or not. As alluded to earlier, a golf ball is hit with spin, which gives the ball more lift because of reduced air pressure on top of the ball. When the ball is smooth, air is pulled toward the ball and creates a small air turbulence behind the ball, which causes drag. When a golf ball has dimples, each dimple has its own little air vortex, creating a larger vortex behind the ball. This creates air separation around the ball, thus reducing drag. I hope you enjoyed this video and got something out of it. I sure enjoyed making it. I used Adobe Character Animator for the talking soccer ball, Doodly for the drawing animations, PowerPoint for the spinning golf balls, and Camtasia to put the whole thing together. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. You can find the sources I used in the description of this video.